Hi, so this is the Crypto Pantheon once again. Yeah, we have been off screen for quite some time, but that was because, uh, yeah, maybe one of the accounts was stolen and we lost all our videos. But yeah, so we are starting again, and so here we go. I'm talking about the GPU sales in 2017 alone. So, better option would be to yeah. The CPU sales in 2017 alone, um, the average price of a GPU, we are talking only about GPUs, say maybe we are talking only about Ethereum mining. So average GPU price is close to $400. This has been taken as a reference from different websites. Whereas, but if you talk about the latest GPUs that are coming out, maybe the 2080 or 2080 Ti or even the 1080s. So the price was pretty high, but these are the GPUs that came out just now. Since we are talking about 2017, the average unboxing price that was sent by Nvidia, the boxes was close to $400, and in 2017 alone, approximately 3 million GPUs were sold. I have a reference for you right here. Yeah, so we are talking about ZD.net. They say that cryptocurrency miners snapped up approximately 3 million GPUs in 2017, and these were used only for mining rigs. This is according to a different research papers, and if you take average price of around $400, the sales revenue is close to $1.2 billion. And this is what we're talking about, the wholesale price. The retail price of the GPUs in 2017 went up to $1,200 to $1,400 on different cards. There were different websites across the world. If you talk about the US or places where the GPUs are manufactured, maybe the price was a little low. But if you talk about countries like India or maybe the US or European countries, the prices went up to $1,400. So look at the industry that we are looking at. There are so many mining equipment sold, and this is only about 2017 that we're talking about. There were GPUs before 2017, and there are GPUs in 2018, and there will be GPUs in 2019. So, what I was wondering was, uh, these many GPUs are being used, and they are being used only for mining. So, but what about the computing power? So, for the readers who are not aware about the computing power, let's have a look at what NVIDIA gives. So if we talk about the best in class products, best in class GPUs, say for example GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. So compute capability is 6.1, which is one of the highest. It's actually the second highest in the world. Uh, there is another GPU that's coming up, GTX 2080. That has a higher compute capability of 7.8. But if you look at the older GPUs, it was 2.1, and those were being used for computing purposes. Now, uh, a majority of these GPUs, 1080 Ti, 1080, 1070, they have been used in mining. But what about the computing capabilities? Look at what they can do. I'll just show you what NVIDIA has given. NVIDIA has a C programming guide, and it tells what are the capabilities of these GPUs. Let's talk only about 1080. Compute capability is 6.x. So it's capable of atomic addition operation of 64-bit floating point values in global memory and shared memory. This is one. Second is, if you look at maximum amount of shared memory per multiprocessor, it's 96 KB, and maximum number of 32-bit registers per thread block is 64K. 64K is one of the highest in the industry, and if you look at number of resident blocks, it has risen to 32. So, um, so if we talk about these, the specs, the specs are so high. It's actually great for computing purposes. But what about the computing memory? It's not being utilized. It's not being utilized at all. So, hence, Kaasy.ai. Kaasy.ai is going to utilize this unused computing capability of GPUs across the world, and it will be paying to people who dedicate their computing capabilities. So Kaasy.ai is an ICO. The sale is going on right now, and right now they have a bonus as well. So this is their website, Kaasy.ai. Let's look at what the project is about. The project is bringing knowledge as a service. And see, this is what they're talking about. Imagine a GPU mining rig which is also doing machine learning and offering the co-processing power, and the users are being rewarded both ways: one for cryptocurrency mining, and second for renting out their computing AI computing capabilities. And machine learning will be used to perform different calculations. Calculations could be medical calculations, it could be aeronautic. That depends on the kind of clients that want to use the service. So this is knowledge as a service, and you can call Cassie as a decentralized AI assistant that will be, helping you rent out your computing capabilities to users who want to rent it. So this is what Kaasy.ai is doing, and the initial coin offering is going on right now. The price is one ether is equivalent to 1988 CaaS, and yeah. So currently there's a bonus going on. This is not an investment advice. You should consider this uh, more as a review of what Kaasy.ai is going to do, what this ICO is about. Yeah. So you can find the details about the ICO right here. They are developing a knowledge as a service ecosystem. The AI applications will run using the unused computing capabilities of the GPU cores and CPUs across the network. Whoever chooses to enlist with Kaasy.ai, and you can take a look at the white paper right here. And here's the roadmap. uh, so just to let you know, we'll be doing a detailed review as well in the coming days. This is just the beginning, since we are just starting again. So it takes a little time to pick up. So yeah, so let's just take a look at the development timeline. The open source APIs go live in Q2 2019, and Genesis block for the blockchain 2019 again Q3, and audio video features availability and dApps for AI and co-processing will be out in 2020. There's a long roadmap. The team has been at it for quite some time, and we believe, uh, I believe, based on my own research, that it's it's actually the future of computing, future of you can call it, since they are calling it as knowledge as a service, you can think of it as service, future of the service industry or future of the AI industry. Because think about the equipments for one organization or for one research organization or anybody across the world. It's very difficult to assemble these many GPUs. Uh, if you talk only about 2017, 3 million GPUs were sold. In 2018, similar number. Let's say there are 10 million GPUs across the world, and even if say 10% enroll for Kaasy.ai, that will be 1 million GPUs across the world, and 1 million GPUs computing capability is being used to do calculations for the clients, for research organizations. And uh, imagine how difficult it would be for one organization uh, anywhere in the world to assemble these many GPUs and to start using their computing capabilities. So I believe from the core of my heart that this is the future of computing industry. This is the future of machine learning and artificial intelligence. This is how the future is going to get built. There's so much of data across the world which is waiting to be processed, and you never know what kind of insights we'll get from the data, be it medical data, be it aeronautics, be it you know. Be it education, in everywhere and anywhere across the world. There's so much of data that is waiting to be analyzed. Now services like this, like Kaasy.ai, are going to make it possible to uh, go across the world and understand what kind of data is out there, and uh, analyze that data, get out the trends, get out the insights, and use it to build the future of the world. So yeah, this is my opinion of Kaasy.ai. If you want to take a look at the white paper, you can do it right here. You can download it from the website. They're pretty helpful people. I've been talking to them for quite some time. They're based out of London, and uh, if you have any queries, you can subscribe to the newsletter to understand what they're doing. If you want to have a direct conversation, you can go to the Telegram groups, and you can have a chat with the founders of the company. So yeah, this was our review on Kaasy.ai, uh, a company that is trying to build a future. And remember, this is not an investment advice. This is my opinion what Kaasy.ai is going to build in the future. So thank you for hearing me out. Have a nice day. I'll see you again very soon.